It's time to show you what's new on Disney Plus for kids. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make a few disclosures before we continue to find new movies on Disney Plus for kids. Now, at the moment, I'm on a child account. I've just made this one to have a look through to see what types of movies are currently available. But as you may find yourself, the movies are a little bit more limited on this version of Disney Plus. It's for the most young audience that Disney are currently catering for. So you can find things like Bluey, which is fairly new, released in 2026. But if you want to find any movies, films that your youngster can watch on Disney Plus when using a child locked account, what you might want to do is scroll up to the top. And at the top right here, select Originals. And in the original section, you might find some short films that your young one is capable of watching without anything horrifying happening. It's safe for them to watch and it's new. Now, if they're not into Marvel, then of course you want to pick something a little bit different. For example, Forky Asks a Question, and there's a collection here, a little short film from a character from Toy Story. Forky's really cool and is really good at inquisitive. So you might want to check that out as a short film collection. A little bit longer, I think, in length is I Am Groot from Marvel Studios. Now, Groot is Baby Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, and is really funny when on his spaceship and even off his spaceship in some of the episodes. This is also safe for your young one to watch, and it will be in their child account on Disney Plus. But what I'm going to do to continue to find more movies in this video for your young one on Disney Plus is I'm actually going to go into an adult account and then show you some of the movies that you can share with a young one at your discretion as an adult. And of course, remember that the adverts might be slightly different if you have an ad account on that version of Disney Plus. So do keep that in mind when you're using the full version of Disney Plus to share movies with your young one. So let's go into Disney Plus now and find some kids movies for the slightly older audience that might be in your household. Now, this is rated 6 and above, for ages 6 and above right here, and it's called Disney Pixar's Hoppers. So Disney Pixar's Hoppers is fairly new. It's 1 hour and 50 minutes, an action-adventure comedy. An animal lover joins the animal world uncovering wild mysteries in this animated comedy adventure. Now, this is for a slightly older audience and won't be available on your junior version of Disney Plus. And it's something that you as a parent could share with your child at your discretion because it's for ages 6 and above. But it's available on Disney Plus and it's very new and a movie that you can check out. And that's one of the first suggestions that I'm giving to you as a viewer that you can access on a regular or adult version of Disney Plus. Do remember though that if you have your ads enabled on your Disney Plus account, that you might have ads from other spaces on Disney Plus when you are accessing this movie. So do keep that in mind. If you don't want them seeing High School Musical yet because they're not ready for that, then that might be an advert that might pop up. My next movie recommendation for kids that you can watch on Disney Plus is Camp Rock 3. Now, you don't have to know about the other Camp Rock movies in order to get into this one. If you've ever watched anything like Cadet Kelly, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, it's sort of that kind of genre, except it's an escape holiday adventure, and you can watch this right now on Disney Plus without having to worry about what your kids are seeing throughout the show and movie rather in HD quality for me right now because I have the standard edition of Disney Plus, the subscription that I currently have. But this is absolutely safe for any ages to watch. As you can see, the age rating right here is 0 and above in HD, and you do have those captions as well for anyone that is suffering with their hearing or hard of hearing, for example. It's a coming of age music story, and it's definitely something that you can be safe to give to your children to watch throughout their day. So Camp Rock 3, very new, released in 2026, available on Disney Plus right now. Now, I do have a knack for finding things to watch. Now, Disney Princess The Ultimate Concert Celebration, a live action performers as Disney princesses from the Disneyland Resort. And it reads here in the description, the largest gathering of Disney princess stars celebrate music and magic at the Disneyland Resort. Now this is only 22 minutes, so it's not a full hour and a half that is going to occupy your child for that long, but it's definitely something that you could pick out for your child to watch on Disney Plus, and it's very, very new. Now there are some standouts that I should pick out to you in a moment of movies that have been released for quite a long time but are surprisingly available on Disney Plus, and I'm going to show you those now. Now I'm going to make sure not to show you anything scary on screen throughout this whole video, so you're safe. Don't worry, we're going on to the next one. That's right, you might be happy to hear that Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, Madagascar and other DreamWorks movies animation are available on Disney Plus right now. Now I'm not sure how long it's going to be available for. When Disney do these deals, sometimes they can come and go, but there are quite a lot of DreamWorks movies that are available right now on Disney Plus, including Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, Sing 2, Puss in Boots, and more right here from DreamWorks. So you can watch right now DreamWorks movies from Kung Fu Panda all the way to Sing. Now Shrek is a brilliant one for the family, but as I said, there is an age rating on most of the movies, and you can see here this is for 9 and above. If I go into Shrek, you also have an age rating for Shrek as well, 6 and above. So just to give you an idea of the age rating and age gates of these movies, just to give you an idea if you're picking your movie for your child, this is the age range of these movies. Now, you're not going to get any scary adverts if you've got the ad version of Disney Plus when you're watching these movies because of the age rating of the movie. So you can rest assured you're going to be okay, but do remember you're not on the junior version of Disney Plus. Now for this next part, I'm actually going to give you an entire section that you can have a look at on Disney Plus called Walt Disney Animation Studios. There's quite a lot of shorts here that your child most likely hasn't seen before if you're looking for new things on Disney Plus. And you can see here there are some originals. There are critically acclaimed animations from, of course, the 90s and earlier in some cases. And then if you scroll down, you can see the 2010s, which include, of course, Moana and Moana 2, Frozen and Frozen 2, Raya, The Last Dragon, and more like Wish. Scrolling down, you have the 2000s movies as well, and you know that your child is safe with these if you've watched them before because they're very popular, and most parents out there, if you're looking for something for your child to watch, you're going to know these movies beforehand, so you know what part might upset your children and what's involved in all of these movies, what themes and more. Tarzan, I watched many times. Hercules, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame. That can be slightly scary for your children out there. Let's see the age rating of this just to give it an idea. So the age rating of Hunchback of Notre Dame is actually 6+. Now there are themes in this movie that could slightly frighten your younger one depending on the age. If they're like 3 to 4 years old, it's definitely going to be something that you might want to have that parental guidance about. But if you go further into, of course, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, you're going to have less of that as it got a lot more softer going forward, and it turned more into musical, mainly musical themes in that movie. But you can see there are the originals there, and you also have some of the remakes and live action, which is going to be one of the next picks, of course, because it was not long released in cinemas, and that is going to be The Little Mermaid and Mufasa, The Lion King. So these are fairly new if you didn't watch them in movies and you're trying to catch up with your live action remakes of your Disney movies. Mufasa the Lion King released in 2024, and of course The Little Mermaid should be a year before in 2023 if I'm not mistaken. Let's just open it up. Yeah, there we are, in 2023. Remember to have a look at that age rating beforehand to give you a good idea. And of course you have the other live action remakes, for example Aladdin right here, and Peter Pan and Wendy, which was released in 2023 as well. Now we do have Moana 2, which has just hit the cinemas, so that should be coming to Disney Plus very, very soon. Although not new, we have The Lion King, Lilo and Stitch, and a lot more. And it just takes you going up to that search function and searching for your favorite movies, which I'm going to do right now. For example, Lilo and Stitch. 1L, and you can see Lilo and Stitch right there. But as you've just noticed, when I'm making a search on the main Disney Plus app, it will populate with other movies and pictures, so do keep that in mind when you're searching through the main app. But you can see Lilo and Stitch 2025, one of the top movies right now from Disney that's been released, highly received, and you can access and watch that through the main Disney Plus application right now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they might be making a second one just announced at D23, so Lilo and Stitch 2 might also be on the way to you soon, maybe in cinemas first and then hitting Disney Plus a bit later. So those are new movies that you can watch on Disney Plus for kids right now. If you've enjoyed this video, try to be as safe as possible and not show you anything scary on screen, then give me that big thumbs up. And you don't have to subscribe, but on screen right now, if you're a parent, there might be some more on Disney Plus that you might want to check out that I'm covering on my YouTube channel on screen right now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.